Viewers, this matter I want yarn now, they confuse me. Big time. Honestly, this matter they confuse me. So what do I want to talk about in this show? The recent rumors about Coup. You know, it's about, I think it should be 2 weeks now, rumors began that there was a plot to overthrow President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And then, you know, now the matter, is it, that's why this matter, it gets as I won't take interim, because as soon as the media began to talk about this coup, you know what happened now? The army came out to say, well, these 16 gentlemen, where we don't arrest for routine, discipline, and professionalism. Now the reason where we just quarantine them. They never mentioned anything about coup. And the presidency too came out to say, well, we believe in the ability of the military, so there is no coup and there shouldn't be any story about coup. But trust Nigeria. The way they try hide, the only thing they come out like smoke. Yeah, they try cover smoke. Get a blow out. Get a blow out. So yeah, these 16 officers, according to the media, they're senior officers. Well, I cannot contradict what the army has said, because I'm not a military man. I'm a bloody civilian, so I can't say that what the army has said is not true. Those gentlemen are not there for discipline and professionalism. They do not them into share. Okay, but here is the thing. This week we only hear another thing. But before I come this week, I was still looking at this thing. Some people say it was a coup attempt. So they say, I beg you, I leave coup matter. What's this? After a presidency and the army don't, and the military don't deny them, or they just flush it side toilet, pack well, okay, no coup. And then the army went and raided the house of former governor of the Hausa, His Excellency Timmy Pray. What's that his son name? Okay, Silva. Former Minister of Petroleum, yes, Silva. The raiding house. But somehow, Ogabi don't travel abroad with his wife for medical something. You know, say all of us we go. The only reason you're not going abroad for treatment, my guy, I tell you now, because you don't get cash. But even myself, if I get cash in India, even if I'm not sick, why not? I'll just step out, go to India, just test Indian atmosphere. Even if I walk into the, why not? Make the just examine, make I pay money. Is it not what they call medical tourism? So the guy, they said, you don't last don't enter Obodo Igbo land with his wife. So, and this we got to hear from one of his aides, and his brother was arrested, and a driver. And I was just thinking, these two guys, they don't hear a cool rumor. Well, somehow we just didn't bother about that. The guy, according to the news self, I think he say they don't really house. He doesn't come out 20 months, making those palms small for yonder, you know, making they enjoy the breeze of Igbo land. But this week we are hearing that 30 people. So see, the thing they expand, they expand. And 30 people are to be tried down. Most of them senior officers, and probably a couple of civilians. They're going to be tried in the military tribunal, and then they're also going to be tried in civilian tribunal. And then again, it says 7 people don't Some people don't disappear, they don't vanish, enter thin air. You don't see them. Well, I am not here to say whether there was a coup or there's a coup or there will be a coup, or whatever it is. This show is about saying this. Whoever is planning coup, whether in this one, some people are even saying that this might be a Trump-up coup, the same way it happened to Dia and Obasanjo, you know. Well, I don't know. I'm not here to speak about the coup as it were. This is my angle. This show is about talking about democracy. We want to preserve democracy. That's what I've come to say in this very program. What I am saying is this. In 1966, the Zogu coup came, broke that's genes of democracy. Ever since that coup came, there was a counter coup just some months later, where the Igbos were accused of that coup, which I know probably there was one or two Igbo men, you know. The Northerners had a counter coup, and after that coup, we kept having coups and coups and coups. So the First Republic was interrupted, the Second Republic was interrupted, the Third Republic was interrupted. This is the Fourth Republic. I beg. I've come to beg the military. I am not accusing them of anything, but then you cannot rule out that thing. This is a coup is more like a virus in the military, especially given the fact that we've seen in Burkina Faso that the military takeover. We've seen in the Nigerian Republic has been a military takeover recently. In Madagascar, we've seen a military takeover. And then we've also seen in Mali a military takeover. Now these brothers are just very close to us. You get my drifts? You're following me. Share the flow with me. So they are just our brothers, and so that has big temptation. Some military officers there, probably majors, probably colonels, could be tempted to say, hey, what's going on here? Nigerians are crying. We have a lot of issues. It is true that we have a lot of issues in Nigeria, but we can deal with them through democracy. Not like what Fela said. Fela say democracy and demonstration of Chris. No, that's not what I'm talking about, demonstration of Chris. No. I believe that the best military government cannot be compared to the worst democracy. That's for sure. So I am advising whatever steps needs to be taken by the military hierarchy, whatever steps needs to be taken by the governments, this democracy that has survived 26 years, right, 26 years, from 1999 to 2025, should be protected with jealousy. Look, see, military people, they know the hear word. So if they come into government, you know, they will reset our system. You know, some people say, oh, military government is good. If military government is good, why is it not practiced in many developed countries? Why is it not practiced in America? Why is it not practiced in China? Why is it not practiced in India? Why is it not practiced in the United Kingdom, in all those European countries? Why are they not having military takeover? Take a look at the countries where military have taken over. Well, I must commend the young man in Burkina Faso, the president. Yes, I must commend him. He's a visionary leader, but that's not to talk about the fact that he's a military leader still. So we do not need military intervention in Nigeria right now. We do not need people who believe that they have the best interests of Nigeria at heart to intervene, they will take us backward. The gains that we've made in this current democracy can be harnessed. We can continue. You see, let me tell you, if democracy lasts the next 50 years, a lot of things are going to happen. A lot of things are going to come into play. In fact, Nigerians are gradually getting used to democracy. That's why people can talk. That's why people like me can talk. If the military regime now, you think say I go fit talk. Oh, I'll be standing at the border of Cameroon and Nigeria. Hey, stay. You're a cruel man. Leave us alone. I'll be standing at the border like Nadeko. I'll be speaking from UK. But here in Nigeria, because of the freedom of speech, we can express ourselves. We can criticize the system constructively, like what we're doing right now. So we don't need military intervention. So whatever it is, I call on the military authorities to deal with this situation. I call on the government to put systems in place. What we need are strong institutions. The military's role is not to come and lead. They're not good in this kind of governance. Their role is defensive role. You see, if you want to be a leader, remove your khaki face, make you enter politics, win election, and then rule like Obasanjo did, like Buhari did. Okay, like we have a whole lot of other military officers who have done that. So right now, we do not need a military coup, please. So whatever is going on, the army says there is no coup, and I cannot contradict that. I'm repeating myself here. And the government says there's no coup, but whatever it is, the government has changed the CDS. They've reshuffled the military chiefs. Whatever it is, I am saying we don't want to know. We Nigerians, we don't want to know. Though I know Nigerians are they prowl everywhere. They look for information. Even as the military is saying, oh, nothing is going on. There's coup. So we need whatever needs to be put in place to discourage military from coming into governance. We want this democracy sustained. So this show is about sustenance of democracy. We want a democracy that is sustained for a lot of years, because when there is democracy, developments can truly take place. When the military come in, what they do is they will suspend the constitution. And when you suspend the constitution of a country, you lose the very fundamental rights to leadership. Yes, when you suspend the constitution and rule by decrees, I remember if you wake up from bed and just say, hey, I decree that nobody go pass for road for the next 6 months, and that's it. Nobody. But Mr. President can't even do that. Even if he needs to invoke that presidential fiat, people need to also know that, look, that invocation, when you don't invoke, it will make sense to people. You can't just wake up and say, oh, from today nobody will eat bread again I'm using presidential fiat. No, Nigerians will still hide behind eat bread if you like. So please, I address the military authorities. Thank you for the mature way you're handling this whole matter, and please keep handling it this mature way. Let there be no coup in Nigeria, because coup will take us backwards. We've seen, if you study history, if you're a student of history like me, I started with the first coup in 1966, and take it gradually, see the bloodshed. Dimka school was the worst because so much bloodshed, so many good soldiers were killed. Okay, and then we remember Vatsa. We all cried for Vatsa. How that whole set of people were killed. We also remember Ben Ekele. We cried for how those lot of people were killed. That's in that team of Martin Luther, finest Air Force people. We also look at Gideon Oka, who cried for all of these people. You see, our soldiers were killed. I know that they offended their own institution. You know, when you carry a coup, the point is that when you're tried and you're found guilty, you'll be executed. But we are wasting military personnel. Okay, so let the military do everything possible to ensure that there is no coup, that the Fourth Republic is not truncated, and let the government also make sure that they ensure that nothing of the sort happens, because we believe in them. We depend on their decisions to ensure that these things, or this thing, does not happen. We don't need a coup. We need a sustained democracy, because in this democracy we can talk. We can speak to the system. We can say, no, this is not good. We can talk to Mr. President and say, sir, do it well, do it better. You know, we voted you in, we expect more. We can address the ministers and say, look, Minister A, Minister B, you're not doing well. That's why we can raise alarm. And then Mr. Naji, former Minister of Innovation and Technology, Science and Technology, left because of pressure. So they use a fake certificate, and because of that, he left. Imagine if that wasn't the case, we would never have gone anywhere. Or military administrator, or military minister, or whatever. When they talk, say, you get fake certificate. The next thing you would have been arrested. Yes, because there must have been a decree in that manner, like we had. Remember, Decree 2. You just will be detained without any trial. So I appeal to the military authorities to ensure that something like this does not happen. I appeal to the government to ensure that democracy is sustained. I'm speaking for democracy. I don't know about you. Probably you think we're not having democracy. My own is that whether you they follow fella say demonstration of grace, what will they do? Well, it's better say we they demonstrate the grace until we stop being grace. Till we stop to the grace. So it's better we keep doing it until eventually we're going to get it right. And at this point in time, I will have to take my leave. I hope you enjoy the program. See, if you get comments, just go to the comment box. Okay, what we need from you is to be able to do this show well. We want entertain you, want inform you, want to ensure that you get something, you get your best time. If you spend all of these minutes where you don't spend now, get something, and at least go home with one thing. So I thank you for watching. Yes, I want to thank you for watching this show. Thank you so much one more time, and for the last time, I'm going to say